Hi, I'm Matt, and for 25 days of 520 Elliott, I chose play. A lot of you guys are going to be getting drones for Christmas, and I want to teach you a couple things to make sure they get home safely. I'm going to give you 3 tips today. The first is how to calibrate your compass safely. The second is how to make sure it doesn't go into return to China mode and fly away. And the third is, if you're really far out and you lose your video control for any reason, teach you how to get it back safely. All right, so first is calibrating your compass. You need to make sure your GPS is calibrated so that it'll hold position in the air. A lot of people will do it on the hood of their car or on a big cement block like this. The problem is this block's got rebar all over in it and a giant iron grate right here. So that's actually going to screw up the GPS signal. So we want to take it over this way so we can do the GPS calibration. So I'll just turn it on. It's now in calibration mode, so we need to run back to the drone and I'll show you how to do the calibration dance. So you basically just need to rotate this thing 360 degrees and then tip it and do it again. Right now you see these are yellow and these are red. The yellow indicates that it's in calibration mode. So we'll rotate it 360 degrees and now they're green. Now we turn it this way and do it again. And as long as they stay green and don't turn back to red, we're good to go. So let's get it started. All right, so we'll just move it up about 10 feet and let it hover there and just make sure it doesn't go anywhere. If there's a problem, you'll know. It'll start doing this as soon as you take off, in which case you need to just ease back on the stick and get it back to where you started. And it'll keep fighting it for a while, so you'll want to land it and recalibrate everything and determine what the problems are. So now we can start flying it. I didn't see that pole there. That would have gone bad. So now we've got it up in the air. You can see I can spin it all around, get a good shot of the city here. A lot of these drones come with iPad connections so that you can actually hook your tablet up and see what the drone sees. The problem is a lot of people hook up their iPad and something goes wrong and you lose your video connection. So what I want to do is show you what would happen if we lost video and it's up there in the sky and we need to get it home. So the first thing you need to do is go up if you get lost. The higher up you are, the more likely you're going to have a better connection. Just make sure you keep it below the standard ceiling for wherever you are flying. In this case, in the US, with the FAA, it's 400 feet. So you go up a little bit higher, you might have a better connection, it might come back. But the other thing that does for you is it clears all of the obstacles in the area. When you go to go home mode, it's going to come to us and then come down. If you're really low and there's a tree between you and the drone, it's going to crash into the tree. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to spin it around so I don't know which way it's looking. I'm not looking at the screen, and I just move it forward just a little bit. It's either going to get bigger or smaller, and if it's really far away, you can't tell. So it didn't make any change. So I'm just going to turn it roughly 90 degrees and push forward again. Now I see it's going to the left. So I'll do another 90 degrees, still going to the left. So if I keep going, there we go. Now I've got the orientation and it's coming right back to me. So all you do is just keep making really small little 90-degree turns, maybe even 45-degree turns, and moving it forward a little bit until it starts coming straight towards you, and then you're able to get it right back home where it started. There it is. So I hope you learned a little bit today, and when you get that drone under the Christmas tree, you don't send it straight back to China and you actually have a good time flying it. Thanks again.